Hello, you magnificent language adventurers, and welcome back to the one, the only, the English Episode Channel. I am your guide through the confusing jungle of English, the ever-curious Jojo.
And I'm Lily, the one who usually has the map. It's so good to see you all again. Jojo, you seem extra excited today. Did you finally figure out the difference between your and your?
I figured that out last week, thank you very much. No, I'm excited because today we are tackling a topic that has personally caused me a great deal of emotional distress and public embarrassment. We are talking about English idioms.
Oh, this is gonna be good. What happened now?
So, I was at a coffee shop and the barista was taking a long time with my order. The lady behind me, trying to be nice, I think, leaned over and said, "Don't worry, he's just a bit green." Lily, I was horrified. I thought he was sick, like physically green. I was about to call an ambulance. I was picturing him turning into the Hulk right there behind the espresso machine.
Oh, Jojo, no! To be green just means to be inexperienced or new at something. It has nothing to do with a person's skin color or their potential to be a superhero.
See, this is exactly my point. English is a secret code, and idioms are the passwords. The words say one thing, but the secret meaning is something completely different. It's a trap for unsuspecting learners like me. Remember when our boss said that big project would be a piece of cake?
I do remember that. You were very excited.
I was. I expected a delicious, fluffy chocolate cake to be delivered to my desk upon completion. Instead, all I got was more work. It was not a piece of cake. It was a stressful broccoli salad. I want to know who invented these phrases and what they were thinking.
Well, that's what we're here to do. Today, we're going to dive into the weirdest, most nonsensical English idioms. We'll try to understand what they mean, how to use them, and maybe even guess where they came from. So, get your notebooks ready because things are about to get strange.
Let's start with a category that always confuses me: animals. Why are there so many animals in English expressions? Did a zoo explode a long time ago and people just started describing everything in terms of the animals they saw running around?
That's a vivid image, but probably not. Let's start with a classic. Let the cat out of the bag. What do you think that means, Jojo, in your literal world?
Easy. You have a cat, you have a bag. For some cruel reason, you put the cat in the bag, and then you let it out. Maybe it's a magic trick, and for my next trick, I shall release the feline. It's a very specific and slightly mean scenario.
Oh, Jojo, no. It has nothing to do with actual cats or bags. To let the cat out of the bag means to reveal a secret, usually by accident. For example, if I was planning a surprise party for you and our friend accidentally told you about it, he would have let the cat out of the bag.
Oh, so it's like spilling the beans, which we'll get to later because I also have questions about beans. But why a cat? Why a bag? Who was putting cats in bags?
Well, one theory goes back to old markets. Apparently, dishonest merchants would sell a piglet in a bag, but sometimes they would swap it for a much cheaper cat. If a customer opened the bag before getting home, they would let the cat out of the bag, and the scam would be revealed.
Whoa, that's actually a cool story. So I shouldn't be picturing a fluffy Persian cat popping out of a designer handbag. I should be picturing an angry, scruffy market cat ruining a scam. I get it.
Exactly. Okay, how about this one? It's raining cats and dogs.
Ah, yes, the great meteorological mystery. This one I have thought about a lot. Firstly, the logistics are a nightmare. Are they falling gently or are they plummeting? And why only cats and dogs? Why isn't it ever raining hamsters and goldfish? Honey, grab an umbrella. It's raining goldfish out there and the sidewalk is getting slippery.
Oh, you paint such a picture. It simply means it's raining very, very heavily. It's a torrential downpour. You'd say, I'm not going outside right now. It's raining cats and dogs.
But the origin, there has to be a crazy story behind it.
There are a few theories. One is that in 17th century England, sanitation was so poor that after a heavy rainstorm, the streets would be flooded with debris, including stray animals that had unfortunately drowned. So it looked like it had literally rained cats and dogs.
It's a bit grim.
Well, okay. That's much darker than I expected. I think I prefer my image of fluffy golden retrievers floating down with little parachutes.
Me too, Jojo. Okay, let's do one more animal one for now. Hold your horses. This I think I know. It's what a cowboy says when he's trying to stop his horse, right? Whoa there, Bessie, hold your horses.
So it means stop your horse.
You're on the right track, but you don't need a horse to use it. It means wait a minute or be patient. If I was rushing to tell you some news and getting ahead of myself, you could say, "Whoa, Lily, hold your horses. Start from the beginning."
So if I see my friend about to eat the last slice of pizza, I can yell, "Whoa, Lily, hold your horses. That's mine."
You absolutely can. It's perfect for that situation.
Fantastic. This is useful information. Okay, my brain is already starting to smoke a little. While I cool down, how about you, our lovely viewers? If you're finding this as hilariously confusing as I am, do us a huge favor and hit that thumbs up button. It's like giving us a virtual high five.
And if you haven't already, click that subscribe button and the little notification bell next to it. That way you won't miss any of our future adventures into the madness of English. We post new videos every week. Now, tell us in the comments, what's the weirdest animal idiom you've ever heard? We'd love to read them.
All right, I've cooled down. What's next on our list of linguistic oddities?
Next up, a category that is just as strange, idioms about body parts.
Oh no, this sounds painful.
It can sound that way. Let's start with a very common one. It cost an arm and a leg. That's a terrible price to pay for something. What could possibly be worth an arm and a leg? I need my arm for pointing at things, and I need my leg for, well, walking away from things that cost an arm and a leg. Is this a black market transaction?
No. No surgery is involved. It just means that something is extremely expensive. For example, I'd love to buy that new sports car, but it costs an arm and a leg.
So you're saying my dream of buying a private jet will cost an arm and a leg? And probably another leg and maybe an ear.
Exactly. It's just a dramatic way to say it's too expensive. The origin is a bit fuzzy, but some people think it comes from the time when portraits were painted. The price of the painting would increase based on how many limbs were included. A painting of just a face was cheaper than a painting that included the person's arms and legs.
That makes so much sense. It's all about art. I feel so sophisticated now. Okay, hit me with another one.
All right, how about this one? In the theater, before an actor goes on stage, you might say to them, "Break a leg."
Oh, Lily, that is the meanest thing I have ever heard. Why would you wish a terrible injury upon someone right before their big performance? That's just bad karma. You're supposed to wish them good luck.
Believe it or not, break a leg is how you say good luck in the world of theater. It's a superstition. The idea is that if you wish for something good directly, evil spirits will hear you and make the opposite happen. So, you wish for something bad, like breaking a leg, to trick the spirits into giving the performer good luck.
My mind is blown. So I'm supposed to say the opposite of what I mean to trick invisible ghosts? English is not a language, it's a supernatural strategy guide. So if I want my friend to pass their exam, should I say, "I hope you fail spectacularly"?
Oh, no, that's a bit too far. And it's mostly specific to performances. Just stick with good luck for exams. But if your friend is in a play, break a leg is the perfect thing to say.
Noted. Never wish actors good luck. Got it. This is a minefield. What else?
How about giving someone the cold shoulder?
Ooh, this sounds, chilly. Is it a new type of massage? You know, instead of hot stones, you use cold shoulders? Of what? A lamb? Here you go, sir. One frozen shoulder of lamb for your back pain.
That is an image I will never get out of my head. No, to give someone the cold shoulder means to deliberately ignore them or be unfriendly towards them. For example, I tried to talk to her at the party, but she just gave me the cold shoulder.
Ah, so it's a form of social rejection. But why a cold shoulder? Why not the icy eyebrow or the frosty pinky finger?
This one might come from medieval England. When a host wanted their guests to leave, they would stop serving them warm, freshly cooked meals and instead serve them a cold shoulder of mutton or other meat. It was a polite but clear. This one might come from medieval England. When a host wanted their guests to leave, they would stop serving them warm, freshly cooked meals and instead serve them a cold shoulder of mutton or other meat. It was a polite but clear signal that the party was over.
Wow, so it was literally a cold piece of shoulder meat? I was right. Well, kind of. That's fascinating. It's like a passive-aggressive dinner party.
Exactly. It's all about those subtle social cues.
Okay, I think we've dissected enough body parts for now. It's making me a bit queasy. But before we move on, let's check in with our amazing audience. We are having so much fun making these videos for you, and we'd love to know what you think. Is this helpful? Is it funny? Let us know in the comments.
Yes, your feedback is so important. And if you know someone else who is struggling with English or just loves fun facts, share this video with them. The more, the merrier. And don't forget to subscribe if you're new here. We're building a whole community of language lovers. What topic should we dive into next, Jojo?
All this talk of cold shoulders of mutton has made me hungry. Let's talk about food idioms. At least with these, I have a slight hope that they might involve actual edible food.
We can certainly try. Let's start with one you mentioned earlier. Spill the beans.
Yes, please explain. Was there a clumsy person in a grocery store who dropped a can of beans, and in the chaos a secret was revealed? Like, oh no, the beans! And by the way, Brenda is dating Kevin!
That's a great movie scene, but the origin is thought to be different. It means to tell a secret, just like let the cat out of the bag. The theory here goes back to ancient Greece, where people would vote in secret using beans. A white bean for yes and a black bean for no. They would place the beans in a jar. If someone accidentally knocked over the jar and spilled the beans, the secret results of the vote would be revealed before they were supposed to be.
No way! So both spill the beans and let the cat out of the bag are about revealing secrets, and both have these ancient, kind of shady origins? That is so cool! English is like a history lesson in disguise.
It really is. Every phrase has a story. Okay, how about this one? You can't have your cake and eat it too.
This one personally offends me. What is the point of having a cake if you can't eat it? That is the sole purpose of a cake's existence, to be had and then to be eaten. This idiom is a logical fallacy. It's a lie.
I understand your frustration, but the phrase means you can't have two good things at the same time if they contradict each other. You have to choose. The having part means keeping the cake whole and beautiful on your table. The eating part means, well, destroying it by eating it. You can't simultaneously keep your cake and eat your cake. Once it's eaten, it's gone.
So it's about sacrifice. For example, I can't stay up all night playing video games and be well rested for work in the morning. I have to choose. I can't have my cake and eat it too.
Precisely. You've got it. It's about having to make a choice between two desirable but mutually exclusive options.
I still think I could find a way. Maybe eat half the cake and still have the other half. The idiom should be, you can't eat your entire cake and still have the entire cake. That's more accurate.
We'll submit your suggestion to the International Idiom Committee. I'm sure they're waiting for your call.
They should be. Okay, one more food one. What does it mean to be the apple of my eye?
Aw, that's a sweet one. If someone is the apple of your eye, it means you cherish them more than anyone else. It's a term of endearment. A mother might say about her child, "He's the apple of my eye."
That is sweet. But why an apple? And why in the eye? I don't want an apple in my eye. That sounds like a trip to the emergency room.
This one is really old. From before, pupil was a common word for the center of the eye. People thought the pupil was a solid, apple-shaped object. Since your sight is so precious, calling someone the apple of your eye meant they were as precious and essential to you as your own vision.
Wow, that's incredibly poetic. Okay, I'm officially full of idiom knowledge. And also, I'm now craving apple pie. This show is dangerous for my diet. You know what's not dangerous for your diet? Hitting the like button. If you're enjoying our little food-themed language lesson, give us a like.
And let us know in the comments, what's your favorite food? Maybe we can find an idiom about it. Also, if you're just finding us, we're the English episode channel, and we'd love for you to subscribe and join our family.
Okay, we've done animals, body parts, and food. What's left in this cabinet of curiosities?
Let's do a miscellaneous category. The truly bizarre ones that don't fit anywhere else. The ones that make you ask, what were they thinking?
My favorite kind. Bring on the chaos.
First up, bite the bullet.
Ouch. Why? Is it a candy bullet? A chocolate bullet? Because lead bullets are generally not recommended as part of a balanced diet. It sounds unpleasant.
It is unpleasant. To bite the bullet means to face a difficult or unpleasant situation with courage and determination. You just have to endure it. For instance, I hate going to the dentist, but I have a toothache, so I'll just have to bite the bullet and make an appointment.
So it's about doing something you don't want to do. But the origin, please tell me it's as crazy as it sounds.
It is. Before modern anesthesia, when soldiers in a war needed surgery, they would be given a lead bullet to bite down on. The pain was so intense, they needed something to clench their teeth on to avoid screaming or biting their own tongue. So they would literally bite the bullet to endure the pain.
Okay, that is hardcore. I have a newfound respect for that idiom. I will never complain about having to do my taxes again. I'm not biting a literal bullet, so it could be worse.
A very healthy perspective. All right, here's another famously dark one. Kick the bucket.
This one I've heard. It doesn't mean something good, does it? It sounds like someone just got angry at a bucket. This bucket has failed me for the last time. Take that!
It's a bit more final than that, Jojo. It's a slang term, a euphemism for dying.
Oh, right. That's a very casual way to talk about death. Why? What does a bucket have to do with it?
The most common theory is pretty grim. It's thought to come from a method of slaughtering an animal, where the animal would be standing on a bucket with a rope around its neck, and the bucket would be kicked away. Another theory is that it relates to an old Catholic custom where a bucket of holy water would be placed at the feet of a deceased person, and mourners would dip a sprig into it.
Okay, both of those are intensely morbid. I think I prefer the angry at a bucket story. It's much less depressing.
Let's move to something a little less grim, but just as confusing. The whole 9 yards.
The whole 9 yards of what? Fabric? A very long sausage? A football field is 100 yards, so it's not that. 9 yards feels so specific. Is it a secret measurement for something?
This is the holy grail of confusing idioms because nobody is 100% sure where it came from. It means everything or the full extent of something. For instance, for his birthday party, we got a cake, balloons, a DJ, the whole 9 yards.
So it means you went all out. But the origin?
There are so many theories. One is that World War II fighter planes had 9-yard-long ammunition belts. To give an enemy the whole 9 yards meant emptying the entire belt of bullets at them. Another theory is that it refers to the amount of fabric needed to make a traditional Scottish kilt or a formal suit. Another refers to the capacity of a standard concrete mixer. Nobody knows for sure, which makes it even more mysterious.
I love that! An idiom so old and weird that even the experts are just guessing.
It's like a linguistic unsolved mystery.
It is, and it's a great one to use when you want to sound like a native speaker. It's very common.
Okay, I have to pause again. My mind is a spinning vortex of cats and bags, expensive limbs, and mysterious 9-yard measurements. People watching, are you still with us? If you've learned something new and fascinating, hit that like button. Let us know you're enjoying this journey into the bizarre.
And we'd love for this channel to grow. The best way you can help is by sharing this video with just one friend who loves English. And tell us in the comments, what topic should we do next? Phrasal verbs? Punctuation? The history of the word hello? You tell us. And of course, subscribe.
All right, Lily. We've thrown a lot of strange phrases at our audience. I think it's time for a lightning round, a pop quiz, to see if I've been paying attention.
Excellent idea. I'll give you a situation, and you have to respond with the correct idiom we've discussed today. Ready?
I was born ready, probably. Let's do this.
Okay, situation 1. I'm about to go on stage for a huge presentation, and I'm really nervous. What do you say to me?
Ah, I know this. It's a trick. I don't say good luck. I say break a leg. But I don't actually mean it.
Perfect, you passed. Okay, situation 2. You see a beautiful watch in a store window, but you look at the price tag and it's $10,000. What do you say to me?
I'd say, wow, I'd love to buy that watch, but it costs an arm and a leg.
Fantastic. See, you're getting it. Last one. I'm rushing to explain a complicated story and I'm talking way too fast and mixing up the details. What do you tell me to do?
I would put my hands up and say, whoa, Lily, hold your horses. Slow down and start from the beginning.
Bravo, Jojo! You've graduated from Idiom University, class of today. You see, once you know the secret meaning, they're not so scary. They're actually kind of fun.
I have to admit, it is fun. It's like being part of a secret club. I can now say things like, I had to bite the bullet, and now it's raining cats and dogs, and people will know I'm having a bad day. Not that I've been to a terrible candy store in a storm.
That's one way to put it. And that's the beauty of idioms. They add color, personality, and humor to the language. Using them correctly can make you sound much more natural and fluent, so don't be afraid of them.
Yeah, embrace the weirdness. If you hear a phrase that makes no sense, look it up. Or better yet, ask us in the comments, and maybe we'll feature it in a future video.
That's a great idea. Well, that's just about all the time we have for today. Our brains are full, and Jojo is probably still bitter about not getting that piece of cake.
The wound is fresh, Lily. The wound is fresh. But I had a blast today. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us and exploring the crazy world of English idioms. You guys are the apple of our eye. See? I used it.
You did! We hope you had as much fun as we did. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And definitely let us know what you want to learn about next. We read every single comment.
Oh, and get excited for next week's video. Lily and I were planning it, and she said we're going to be talking about how to beat around the bush. I think it's a gardening show? Are we finally getting out of the studio?
Not exactly, Jojo. We're going to be talking about all the polite and indirect ways people say something when they actually mean the complete opposite. It's the art of being politely dishonest, and it is going to be juicy. You won't want to miss it.
Ooh, a savage topic. I love it.
Until then, everyone, keep learning, keep laughing, and keep practicing.
We'll see you in the next episode of the English Episode Channel. Bye.